Hey guys, it's Full Cards here, live and direct, Brooklyn, New York City, and check this out. We have part 2 here, Hypervox 1996-1997, Pinnacle Be A Player Series 2 up in the stew for me and you. Woohoo, let's not come unglued. So check this out, man. I'm opening up this box. I already did Series 1, and I have some good boxes coming up next, man. I have this VIP from In The Game 2003-2004. I've got this old school Fleer Legacy. I mean, I have all kinds of goodies coming up, man. I have this Parkhurst from 66, 67. Of course, it would be a missing link update Parkhurst. Parkies? Equally, a big shipping box will be sent out to somebody shortly. If you sub like hashtag Dryden, ring the bell, okay? And let's get on to Pinnacle Part 2, guys. So, configuration, 8 cards per pack, 16 packs per box, 128 cards total. Series 1, of course, was the base set from 1 to 110. This is Series 2, 111 through 220. Card 111 is Mark Messier. He exists in this set. Inserts, we should expect 1 auto per pack, so 16 autos, 8 Link to History die cuts, as I believe they're every second pack, 3.2 the chase cards, which can be Biscuit in the Basket, Stack in the Pads, the Link to History auto and short prints of those, and the base silver parallels are also those chase cards. Rare hits apparently would be this, so here's the checklist on the back of the cards here, and it says here are odds, which are 1 for the autos, 1.5 for the chase cards, thus the 3.2. And then here it does have a couple of other chase cards, the Lemieux die cut and the Lindros die cut auto, as well as Messier's die cut auto. So yeah, some really weak names on here for the most part. Actually, a lot. There's Lyle Odeline. So there's a couple of known quantities, of course, Gary Volk, a few others, but certainly weaker than Series 1. Dougie Waite is in here. One of the most interesting ones, though, is that there's Brian Scrudlin, there's Curtis Joseph, and there actually is a Dale Hawerchuk in here, which is kind of amazing. So, you know, ostensibly, and there's Adam Foote, Cal Foote's dad. So let's do it, guys. And the few rookies, as far as I know, would be Steve Sullivan, Dwayne Rowley, the goalie, as well as Freddie Modine and Mike Greer. So those would be the rookies. All right, 2 columns of 8, so we do have 16 packs, and let's do it, guys. Is anybody going to the national convention? I'm considering it. The card convention, man, it's supposed to be the biggest one in the world. Considering it. So there is the Lyle Odeline, and we look at the back of the cards, and you notice that they're red down the side as opposed to blue. And Gary Volk, Speak of the Devil, Ari Duchesne, Steve Duchesne, Armstrong, Brian McCabe. And here are our first, oh my God, oh no, that's just a Link to History, isn't it? Unless it's a Link to History auto of Stevie Y, that would just be bonkers. So we have the Wade Redden, and here is the Wade Redden Link to History. Very, very nice. And don't tell me this is an auto, that would just be ridiculous. No way! No way! That is no way! So we actually hit the Link to History short print, oh, this is unbelievable, insert if you will, Stevie Y auto, right off the jump and the skip and the hop again, guys. What is going on? That's unbelievable. That's crazy. I'm so lucky with this. It's gonna be all downhill after that. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. You cannot have, that has to be the hit of the box. How could it not? Okay, Granado, Mojer, Albaline, Norton, Hines. There's Bobby Carpenter, who used to be with Washington. And we have the Jonas Hoagland Link to History. Okay, and then we have the Todd Warner auto. It's not much of an auto, but it's very nice data, Todd Warner. Very cool. All right. Warner was the 4th overall back in 1992. Had a mediocre career, but at least he played with the Canucks and he played with the Leafs, of course. Finn, Berube, Mellenby, Ruchin, Zamner, Bugner, Ruzinski, and our auto, if you guys can see it, it is Nicolishin. It would be the Andre Nicolishin. Very, very cool. Van Allen, Smith, Pearson, Jeff Odgers, Warner. There's Moose. So there's a Moose card. You can hit an auto of his. And let's just see who the Link to History is. And it's Jonas Hoagland. And oh my God, we have another, it's Morrow, it's Ethan Morrow. So we have a second, this is unbelievable. It's like a hot box of Link to History short print autos. Very, very nice. I have seen hot boxes of this where you have multiple Link to History autos, but this is just crazy every second pack. Okay, Bill Lindsay, Barnaby, Shannon, Finley. There's Dale Hawerchuk. That would be the auto I'd love to hit. Oh, look at this. We have our first insert here. And our first insert would be the Stacking the Pads of Nikolai Khabibulin, Stanley Cup winner with your Tampa Bay Lightning 2004. And we did in fact hit the Matthew Barnaby, another very, very solid one of Matthew Barnaby. All right, guys, very, very nice stuff. I mean, I don't know what to say at this point after hitting a Stevie Y auto in the first pack. Just nuts, just absolutely nuts. Lacroix, Brashear, Sullivan, Noonan, Merzin, Sean Burr, and we have, oh, we hit a Wayne. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And look at this, guys. It's the biscuit in the basket. You know, you typically only hit one of these per box, so to hit the Wayne Gretzky is absolutely amazing. And then we have a second Matthew Barnaby auto. Is that possible? Did we just hit a Matthew Barnaby auto? What the hell? That is so rando, man. It's almost as rando as your humble narrator. Look at that. The autos are almost identical. All right. If we hit another Link to History auto, then it's absolutely a Link to History auto hot box, but I'm not banking on that for obvious reasons, guys. There's Brian Skrudlin, another one, Stanley Cup champ we'd want to hit. There's Eric Fichot. Zig, Naslin, Tabarachi, wouldn't mind him. Oh, we do have another Link to History auto. This is just crazy, guys. And behind the, oh, is it? Yeah, it is. I can't believe it. Behind the Gary Suter, it would be Ethan Morrow. So we, oh my God, do we just hit a second Ethan Morrow? What is this box, guys? But it's the silver. So it's the silver Link to History one. Unbelievable. Okay, I mean, he too was a first-round pick, but he was known more for his penalty minutes. I think he's a pretty tough dude. Played a really long career. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna hit Link to History. I mean, I haven't even looked at that checklist, but that might give us an idea of what we might hit. Karpovtsev, Muzzatti, Samuelson, Daniels, Greer, Ricky card of his, Pedersen, and here we have just a base Link to History. And it is the Patrick Lalime. And then we have the, oh my God, we have the silver of Nikolitin. Okay, I'm just gonna look at this. The Link to History in Series 1 is much better than the Link to History in Series 2. So this is what I'm saying. So you could potentially hit a Peter Forsberg auto and a Brendan Shanahan and a Bure and a Jason Arnott. Potentially, guys, potentially. So it's interesting, we hit Morrow. And Morrow's not even listed on here, so he might be listed on Series 1, I'm guessing. So that would be interesting if you could also hit autos from Series 1 in the Link to History. This appears to be a hot box, guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It has to be a hot box. But we've hit, what, 4 of those in the first, so we should hit 4 more Link to History. And there are some big names. If in fact this is a hot box and we're hitting only Link to History, or a bunch of Link to History. Mark Messier again, Lindsay. So Lindsay, I think he's had his career cut short because of a throat injury. Shannon, Finley. There's a Dale Hawerchuk, and oh my God, we hit another Nikolitin autograph. This is so funny. It's like multiples of the same people. This is definitely a hot box of randoms and extras or something. I mean, what else would it be? There's Martin Ruzinski. I think he was involved in the Patrick Waugh trade. Ryan Smith, Pedersen, Odgers, Warner, and oh my God, we have another Wade Redden. I can't believe, I don't even know what's going on, man. So we have Wade Redden, then we have the Wade Redden Link to History auto. All right, guys. I mean, if we could just hit the Forsberg auto, I'd be really, really happy. Continuing on, guys. Warner, Matt Johnson, Roloff, Peluso, Smolik, Nakar, and we have the Jamie Langdon-Bruner Link to History as well. Oh, wow. No way. No way. This has to be a short print. How is this not a short print? Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. What? Very nice. I'm not gonna guesstimate the value of this, probably not that much, because it is Pinnacle Be a Player, which is not particularly sought autos, but holy crap, guys. I mean, is that a short print at this point? I mean, it should be, although I can't guarantee it is. I know in the later versions they definitely were short prints. The Mark Messier had to be a short print, but early on in this Pinnacle series, I'm not sure. All right, LaRue, Friesen, Gerald Diduck, he was on the Habs for a bit. Bodger, Jones, and I'm butchering some of the pronunciation today, I can honestly say, Marty Lapointe, and the Rick Tabaracci silver goalie mojo, guys. So that's very nice. I would have liked to hit him or Joseph, someone like that. So this could be another link to history, guys. So, you know, just as long as it isn't Ethan Morrow again, I think I'll be happy. McCrimmon, Scott Thornton, wow. Madvichuk, there's Trevor Kidd. He'd be really good too in my book. Sammy Kapanen, Daryl Sador, and this is just a link to history of the Brendan Shanahan, I believe, and there it is. You could hit his auto, we'll see. So who is this is the question. Who is this? It's upside down. Should we just flip it, guys? 147, what is 147? Oh, it's Matthew Barnaby again, yet it's a silver. So it's our third Matthew Barnaby, but it's a silver. This is a hot box where they just put odds and ends in the box, guys. That's my best guess. So that one wasn't a link to history, but they included a silver instead as their hot box hit. Modine, this is just crazy. Dougie Waite, there's Glenn Healy. He'd be another great one to hit. There's the Theo Fleury that I was flossing about the other day. Wouldn't mind hitting him as an auto. That would be hilarious. I know people are talking about his social media presence and he's into conspiracy theories. I really don't want to comment on that. You know how I feel about that stuff anyways. And we hit the Bill Lindsay auto. All right. So I think we only received one more hot box. You know what? I should leave it to the last one. Yeah, that's right. And that one could be a big name link to history, or it could be another Ethan Morrow for all we know. So we'll see. Jeff Vukaboom, this is just crazy guy. Ciccone, O'Donnell, Niklishin, man, Severin, Clem. Behind the Smolinski, who is it? 190. And it would be Jeff Friesen. That's a very solid one. Very cool. So hit the Jeff Friesen. Okay, guys. So the last auto of this box, hoping it's a big name link to history. No guarantee it is. No, it could be a silver as well. It could be another Barnaby, but we'll see. McCarty, Sakura. There's Mike Ricci sitting on his behind. Sikorsky. Who is this? I can't even read it. It's upside down. Konowalchuk. And behind the Ray Ferraro. So I'm really curious who it's going to be, who the auto is going to be. But the link to history would be Jim Campbell. And behind the Jim Campbell is the question. 194. Was that 194? What? Let's see. And it would be Keith. Oh, it's just a base one, actually. Okay, Keith Jones, just a base one. All right, guys. Yeah, a couple of major autos in there. I can't complain with this box whatsoever. All right, guys, not much of a recap. Actually, you have to go back and see the break if you haven't seen it, because it's just bonkers. It was basically a link to history, die-cut autos, hot box in a sense. Plus, we had 2 Hall of Famers, 3rd all-time in scoring, 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, just crazy. And once again, guys, get into my draw. Please sub, like, #Dryden. I know that 50% of my viewers are not subs, so do sub, get into my draw. I'm going to send you out a ton of cards, guys. So get in it to win it. I will be full cards live and direct from, how crazy was this break again? From Brooklyn, New York.